I'm going to walk you through the demo of the Sinclair drone demo that we finalized here. And I'll take you through the actual both procedures, the setup as well as the blade replacement. But I'll kind of stop in between and explain some of the features as we go along here. So one of the things you'll notice here is that the menus follow along. So if we move around our environment, the menus kind of follow along and keep up with us here. You'll also notice that the version number is down in the lower left-hand corner right there as well. But I'm going to go ahead and start the procedure or start the interface.
Experience for the Anafi USA.
So you can see this one, the same thing. It does follow you along and kind of keep up with you. That way, if you want to move around the room, you're more than free to do that. On this one, we think you've seen this before, but we added the blades turning there, kind of give it a little bit of 3D action. Then you have two options at the bottom. One is setup and then the replace blade. So let's go ahead into the setup and we'll take a closer look at that.
Stretch out your hand to take control of the Anafi USA. When ready, make a pinch gesture with your hand, or say place to place the drone within your environment.
So as you reach out your hand, you'll see that you can move the drone anywhere you want to. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here in the table, and I'm going to go ahead and pinch my hands, and the next one will use the voice command. But I go ahead and pinch my hand.
Extend the two front arms until they are extended 60 degrees. The arms will click in place once they are fully extended.
So you can see there, once I pinched the fingers, it actually triggered the place command, and now the drone is in place. It will not move unless I tell it to. So at this point, we have a couple options. You'll see here on the menu, we have the next. The previous button is not there because there is no previous from the very beginning. It just goes continuously to the 6 steps. But I do have the ability on the menu itself to move that around. I can grab it from the top up here and kind of move it into position. You can see that wherever I move it, it still follows me. I mean, it billboards towards me. I also have the ability to do it from long distance, so I can reach out and move the menu around with the long grab, is what they call that. So I can move that anywhere I want to during the process here. Move that over here a little bit. The same thing with the drone. If I reach in with the drone, you can see it's not moving, not doing anything. But if we go up here and hit adjust, you'll see that there's some indicators around the drone that now let me go through and move that. I can turn it, twist it, do just about anything I want here to move it around my environment. The other thing you can do too, that is interesting, but just kind of fun, you can actually scale it if you want to. But for the most part, with that, we can turn it anywhere on the y-axis and then move in the environment. Same thing for the long gestures. You can stand back up here and kind of move it around the environment as well. So it gives you the flexibility on where you want to place it and interact with it. So the next thing we can do is we can either hit next, and that box frame will go away.
Extend the two rear arms until they are extended 30 degrees. The arms will click in place once they are fully extended.
Okay, sorry about that. It heard me use that keyword, so it just went to the next slide there. So anyways, if you do use the keyword next,
straighten each set of propellers on the 4 arms.
Yeah, it will go to the next one. So you have the ability to either hit the next previous, or we can say that keyword as well. Just be careful because it will pick it up if you accidentally say it as well. So anyways, you can see on the menu here, we have the text that calls out what the procedure is. Then we have the amount of steps and then the progress bar that goes across here. So let's go ahead and keep going through here and take a look at the rest of this.
Insert the battery by aligning the bottom 3 clips and sliding the battery forward. The battery will click into place as it is inserted. Remove the sensor cover. Good work. You have now completed the setup of the Anafi USA. You may now replay the experience or return to the home screen and select from the list of procedures.
Okay, so at this point you have a couple options. You'll notice we're at the very end of the setup process, 6 of 6 steps. You can go previous, so we can go backwards through the process here, or we can hit replay, or like it mentions in the audio, we can go back to home and start the process from scratch. So if I hit replay,
extend the 2 front arms until they are extended 60 degrees. The arms will click in place once they are fully extended.
It just starts the whole setup process over again. So I'm going to go ahead and hit home. And we're going to go into the
Select an experience for the Anafi USA.
the replacement blade procedure here. So let's go ahead and select that.
Stretch out extend the two front arms until they are extended 60 degrees.
Sorry about that. It took a step ahead of me here.
Select an experience. Stretch out your hand to take control of the Anafi USA. When ready, make a pinch gesture with your hand, or say place to place the drone within your environment.
Okay, so in this one I'm going to use the voice command to do this. I could just pinch my fingers, but I'm going to say place. Place.
Extend the two front arms until they are extended 60 degrees. The arms will click in place once they are fully extended.
Okay, so you can see there, I did do that twice on occasion. It requires that, but anyways, when I used the keyword, it did put that on there and place it there. So now again, just like the previous one, has the same options. We can go through and adjust it, put it where we want to, and once we're good with it, we can either go to the next option or we can just hit lock, and it'll keep it in place there. So now I can't move the drone at all. And so from this point on, it's the same thing. We have the same access to everything else, the menu items. We're on the first step here, so there is no previous button, but you can see once I hit next.
Extend the two rear arms until they are extended 30 degrees. The arms will click in place once they are fully extended.
You can see the previous button now pops up. I can go to previous.
Extend the two front arms until they are extended 60 degrees. The arms will click in place once they are fully extended.
And now we're at the first step again as well. So again, all the same features of the first one, and this is now the replacement blade procedure. So I'm going to go through this, and we'll point out a couple other things here as well.
Extend the two rear arms until they are extended 30 degrees. The arms will click in place once they are fully extended.
Next.
Remove the battery by pushing the latch button to unlock the battery, and slide it from the connection slots.
Next.
There are two types of blades for the Anafi USA. The type of blade determines how you will unscrew and screw the blades. The following will show you how to replace each type of blade.
Next.
Starting with the Type A blades, hold the motor of the propellers between your left thumb and index finger.
Next.
Unfold the blades, and pinch the part which screws onto the motor with your right thumb and index finger.
Next.
Since these are Type A blades, unscrew the propeller assembly with counterclockwise rotations.
Next.
Attach the new propeller assembly by aligning the hub on the treaded motor shaft. New Type A propeller assemblies require clockwise rotations to screw them in.
Next.
Moving on to Type B blades, hold the motor of the propellers between your left thumb and index finger.
Next.
Unfold the blades, and pinch the part which screws onto the motor with your right thumb and index finger.
Next.
Now, let's see you finish removing the old propeller assembly. Since these are Type B blades, pinch and grab the propeller assembly and rotate it clockwise to unscrew it.
Okay, so you can see there that we got to the part where we're going to have the user interact with the experience. So what it's asking me now is to go in and turn the propeller clockwise to do it.
Attach the new propeller assembly by aligning the hub on the treaded motor shaft.
Next.
Now, let's see you finish installing the new propeller assembly. Since these are Type B blades, pinch and grab the propeller assembly and rotate it counterclockwise to screw it in.
Okay, so we've done the first interaction. The second step beyond that was to put the blade on and then obviously screw it in. So it's asking me now to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab in there, turn it.
Insert the battery by aligning the bottom 3 clips and sliding the battery forward. The battery will click into place as it is inserted.
Okay, so what you saw there was I turned it, I interacted with it, I turned it. Once I stopped turning it, it then said correct and gave me the correct sign and the sound, and then moved on to the next step. So that's what it does in these interactions. You basically interact with it. It tells you did the right thing, and then it moves on to the next step, which was to put the battery in. So I think that's it. There's one more. Next. Next.
Good work. You have now completed the replacement of Type A and B propeller blades. You may now replay the experience or return to the home screen. Select from the list of procedures.
Okay, so that's it here. We saw the different blades. We did a little bit of interactions there. And again, from here, you have the ability to replay the experience, go to previous, or obviously adjust the drone however you want to. But that is the full project as it is currently. And that's it. So thank you for watching, and take care.